Welcome to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, a captivating island where vibrant culture meets untamed natural beauty, rests in the heart of the Caribbean. Known for its lush rainforests, bioluminescent bays, and centuries-old fortresses, this enchanting destination is a paradise for adventurers and culture seekers alike. From the endangered Puerto Rican parrot soaring above El Yunque to the mesmerizing blue glow of its rare bioluminescent waters, Puerto Rico's landscapes are as diverse as they are awe-inspiring. As we journey through Puerto Rico's most breathtaking wonders, we'll explore the wild heart of this remarkable island, uncover hidden treasures, and witness the raw beauty that makes this territory one of the Caribbean's greatest gems. But before we dive into these incredible destinations, let's start with some fascinating facts about Puerto Rico and what makes it so uniquely captivating. Puerto Rico's unique citizenship. Puerto Ricans have held U.S. citizenship since 1917, but Puerto Rico is not a U.S. state. It's an unincorporated territory. This creates a unique situation. Island residents can serve in the U.S. military, use U.S. passports, and are subject to federal laws. Yet they cannot vote for the U.S. president unless they reside on the mainland. Despite this, Puerto Ricans have served in every major American conflict since World War I, often at disproportionately high rates. This complicated relationship has sparked ongoing debates about statehood, independence, and national identity, all woven into the fabric of Puerto Rico's vibrant culture today. Caja de Muertos. Off the southern coast of Puerto Rico lies Caja de Muertos, an uninhabited island steeped in mystery. Its name, Coffin Island, comes from the island's shape when seen from a distance, said to resemble a body lying at rest. Legends whisper of buried pirate treasure hidden within its rocky coves. But today, Caja de Muertos is better known for its crystal-clear waters, sea turtle nesting grounds, and a lonely 19th century lighthouse that still watches over the sea. Protected as a nature reserve, the island blends history, legend, and untouched beauty, offering visitors a glimpse into Puerto Rico's wilder, more secret side. San Juan. Founded in 1521, San Juan is the oldest city under U.S. jurisdiction and one of the oldest European-settled cities in the Americas. Its walled city and fortresses, like Castillo San Felipe del Moro and Castillo San Cristobal, were built to fend off pirates and invading armies. The original blue cobblestones, brought as ship ballast from Spain, still pave Old San Juan streets today. Walking these alleys feels like stepping back 5 centuries. Yet the city pulses with modern Caribbean life, a place where history isn't hidden behind glass, but lives and breathes in every plaza, cafe, and crumbling stone wall. El Yunque National Forest. A dense, misty realm, El Yunque stands as Puerto Rico's crown jewel of natural wonders. Nestled in the island's northeast, it's the only tropical rainforest in the U.S. National Forest System. Covering over 29,000 acres, its steep valleys and cloud-veiled peaks form an ecosystem that's both mysterious and breathtaking. This vibrant wilderness shelters over 240 unique plant species and rare wildlife, like the endangered Puerto Rican parrot. Towering tabanuco trees, bamboo groves, and giant ferns create an ancient world untouched by time. With over 120 inches of rainfall each year, about 3 times more than Seattle, the forest hums with the sounds of water dripping, streams rushing, and waterfalls roaring. La Mina Falls, a 35-foot cascade, offers brave swimmers a refreshing dip in chilly mountain pools. When Hurricane Maria devastated the island in 2017, El Yunque suffered, but it didn't surrender. Today, orchids bloom from fallen trunks, and the famous coqui call of tiny coqui frogs once again fills the air, a living symbol of Puerto Rico's enduring strength and renewal. Bioluminescent bays. On Puerto Rico's coastline, nightfall unlocks one of the rarest sights on Earth. The island boasts 3 of the planet's 5 bioluminescent bays, where millions of tiny dinoflagellates light up the water in a dazzling show. Mosquito Bay on Vieques Island, officially the brightest bioluminescent bay in the world, glows so vividly you could almost read a book by its light. In every gallon of water, roughly 700,000 of these microscopic organisms swirl and shimmer, creating a spectacle where each kayak stroke paints glowing blue ribbons across the sea. This phenomenon is rare, relying on a perfect mix of narrow bay openings, mangrove nutrients, and just the right water temperature and salinity. Laguna Grande in Fajardo offers easier access for visitors near San Juan, while La Parguera in Lajas offers a unique experience with motorized boats trailing wakes of glowing water. Although the bays dimmed after Hurricane Maria and continue to face threats from pollution, they have rebounded with the same resilience seen across the island. For the most breathtaking views, locals recommend visiting during a new moon, when the darkness lets the waters burn brightest against the night. Old San Juan and El Morro Fort. Perched dramatically against the Atlantic Ocean, Old San Juan is one of the oldest cities founded by Europeans in the Americas, a living museum of 5 centuries of history. Its famous blue cobblestone streets, made from furnace slag, are more than beautiful. They're a triumph of endurance, weathering centuries of traffic and tropical storms. Rising above the sea at the edge of the city is El Morro Fort, officially Castillo San Felipe del Morro, whose construction began in 1539 and continued over 250 years, as new threats demanded stronger defenses. With walls towering 140 feet and up to 18 feet thick, El Morro was built to repel pirates, invaders, and even the armies of a young United States. The fort's history still lingers on its wind-battered ramparts, where you can almost feel the tension of soldiers once scanning the horizon. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, Old San Juan holds over 400 preserved colonial buildings within its 7-square-block heart, including the bright blue La Fortaleza, the oldest executive mansion still in use, and the whitewashed San Juan Cathedral, where Ponce de Leon lies at rest. As night descends, the city transforms. Music spills from cafes and open windows, salsa, reggaeton, bomba, while the scent of fresh pastries and strong coffee floats through narrow streets. In Old San Juan, history isn't locked away in museums. It lives, breathes, and dances under the stars. Cueva Ventana. Hidden in the karst country near Arecibo, Cueva Ventana, or Window Cave, offers one of Puerto Rico's most breathtaking views. This natural limestone cave opens onto a dramatic window, framing the lush Rio Grande de Arecibo Valley below. The journey through the cave is an adventure itself. Guided by helmets and flashlights, visitors weave through chambers where stalactites and stalagmites, growing an inch per century, form a stone forest. In the shadows, bats flutter, vital creatures that devour thousands of insects nightly. Carved into the cave walls are ancient Taino petroglyphs, remnants of Puerto Rico's first inhabitants. As the cave brightens, the window appears, framing a panorama of palm-studded valleys and limestone karsts rising like green islands. Early mornings, when sunlight streams through, create rays that transform the cave's opening into a glowing portal. For many Puerto Ricans, it's more than a view. It's a reminder that from darkness always comes light. Flamenco Beach. If paradise were designed by hand, it might look like Flamenco Beach on Culebra Island. Powdery white coral sand, crystalline turquoise waters, and a peaceful, undeveloped setting make it one of the world's top-ranked beaches. Reaching it is an adventure, a ferry from Fajardo, then a Publico ride to the coast. But when you crest the last hill and see the bay stretch before you, every minute of travel feels worth it. Flamenco's cool sands and clear waters are perfect for snorkeling, even before you step in. Adding to its unique character are two abandoned WWIH Yara Sherman tanks. Left by the U.S. Navy and now painted with colorful graffiti, a striking symbol of nature reclaiming history. Protected as part of a marine reserve, Flamenco remains blissfully free from major development, just a few kiosks selling seafood and cold drinks. Lucky campers can sleep under the stars, waking to a sunrise over an untouched, pristine beach. Rio Kamui Cave System. Beneath Puerto Rico's surface lies a hidden world. The Rio Kamui Cave System, one of the largest underground river networks in the Western Hemisphere. Over 10 miles of mapped caverns, 220 caves, and 17 known entrances have been discovered, though much remains unexplored. The centerpiece, Cueva Clara, soars 170 feet high, a stone cathedral draped in stalactites that took hundreds of thousands of years to form. The rush of the underground Kamui River, the third largest of its kind, echoes through the chambers. Life persists even here. Blind fish and albino crabs thrive in permanent darkness, having evolved in complete isolation. After being closed for 4 years due to Hurricane Maria, the caves reopened in 2021, allowing visitors once again to marvel at their slow, ancient beauty. To the Taino people, these caves were sacred gateways to the spirit world, and standing amid the vast, silent stone halls, you understand why. Arecibo Observatory. For nearly 6 decades, a massive scientific instrument nestled in Puerto Rico's karst landscape expanded our view of the cosmos. The Arecibo Observatory housed the world's second-largest single-aperture telescope, a 1,000-foot-wide dish built into a natural sinkhole, capturing radio signals from the furthest reaches of the universe. Completed in 1963, this engineering marvel mapped Venus and Mercury, discovered the first binary pulsar, and detected planets beyond our solar system, shaping much of modern astronomy. Arecibo even beamed the famous Arecibo message toward M13, humanity's first attempt to communicate with distant civilizations. Though it starred in movies like Contact and GoldenEye, its greatest legacy remains scientific. Sadly, after hurricanes and earthquakes weakened its structure, the telescope collapsed in 2020. Today, visitors explore its story at the Angel Ramos Science Center, where Arecibo's spirit, a half-century of groundbreaking discovery, still echoes across the island. Toro Negro State Forest. While El Yunque draws the crowds, those seeking quieter beauty head to Toro Negro State Forest in Puerto Rico's central mountains. Here, Cerro de Punta rises 4,390 feet, the island's highest peak, offering views of both the Atlantic and Caribbean seas. The forest's name, Black Bull, comes from the dramatic shadows its peaks cast below. Trails wind past waterfalls like Salto de Doña Juana, plunging 120 feet into rocky pools. Toro Negro's biodiversity rivals El Yunque's, with colorful tree frogs, the emerald throat-weighted Puerto Rican toady, and even rare boas hiding among the misty slopes. 3 lakes, Guineo, Matrulas, and Toro Negro, offer peaceful fishing spots and picnic areas. Thanks to the higher elevation, the climate here is surprisingly cool, with foggy mornings blanketing valleys like a fantasy world. Trails vary from gentle strolls to steep climbs, but the Torre de Piedra Trail rewards hikers with one of Puerto Rico's most stunning panoramic views. Calle Fortaleza and La Fortaleza. In the heart of Old San Juan, Calle Fortaleza winds its way toward La Fortaleza, the oldest executive mansion still in use in the Americas. Built between 1533 and 1540 to defend against pirates, it evolved into Puerto Rico's governor's residence, a fortress-turned-palace that has witnessed 5 centuries of history. Its iconic blue and white facade stands proudly at the end of a street alive with color. Above Calle Fortaleza, hundreds of vibrant umbrellas float in the air, creating a dazzling canopy that draws visitors year-round. What began as a temporary art project became a permanent symbol of Puerto Rican spirit. Beneath the umbrellas, life bustles artisans selling handcrafted santos and masks, restaurants serving mofongo and tropical pastries, and the salt breeze mixing with the scents of coffee and sweet treats. Guided tours of La Fortaleza reveal lush gardens, ornate salons, and ancient dungeon chambers, blending power with beauty. As night falls, the umbrellas glow under soft lights, music drifts from doorways, and Calle Fortaleza becomes pure magic, the perfect expression of Puerto Rico's warmth, resilience, and joy. Culebra Island and Lighthouse. Just when you think Puerto Rico's beaches can't get more perfect, there's Culebra, a tiny, uninhabited island east of Culebra, accessible only by private boat or water taxi. No roads, no residents, just pure, untouched nature and one remarkable survivor. The island's lone Spanish-era lighthouse, built in 1886. The 30-minute boat ride, often through choppy waters, adds to the adventure and keeps Culebra blissfully uncrowded. Standing atop the island's highest point, the weathered lighthouse, now listed on the National Register of Historic Places, still holds its ground against sun, storms, and time. Conservation groups race against nature to preserve it, but for now, it remains a hauntingly beautiful landmark. Culebra's beaches, especially Playa Tortuga, offer crystalline waters where endangered hawksbill, green, and leatherback turtles often swim. On the eastern side, the Baths, a network of natural tidal pools, invite visitors to soak in warm seawater while gazing at distant islands on the horizon. The rugged hike to the lighthouse, though challenging, rewards with sweeping 360-degree views, where the Caribbean Sea stretches endlessly and history feels tangible among the crumbling walls and shafts of sunlight pouring through broken stone. Gozalandia Falls. Hidden in the lush hills near San Sebastian, Gozalandia Falls offers a refreshing escape where nature takes center stage. A short walk through private land with a modest entrance fee leads to the lower falls, a 30-foot cascade plunging into a wide, deep pool, perfect for swimming and cliff jumping. Smooth boulders surround the pool, creating natural lounges where visitors relax while tiny fish provide a free, ticklish foot spa. Upstream, the upper falls await taller at 50 feet, with a rope swing hanging from a tree branch for the daring. The surrounding forest forms a natural amphitheater where sunlight filters through the leaves, making the water sparkle like liquid emerald. Gozalandia retains a raw, authentic charm, no paved paths or souvenir stands, just unfiltered beauty. Locals and travelers alike spread out picnics, laugh over coolers of drinks, and dive into the crystal-clear waters. Depending on the season, the falls change character: gentle streams in dry months, thunderous torrents after heavy rains. Locals recommend arriving early, wearing water shoes for the slippery rocks, and leaving no trace to preserve this hidden paradise for the future. Cabo Rojo Salt Flats. Pink isn't the first color most associate with Puerto Rico, until they see Cabo Rojo. In the island's southwest, shallow pools shimmer in surreal shades of pink, orange, and white under the Caribbean sun, a dreamlike desert fringed by turquoise waters. Salt has been harvested here since the 16th century, when Spanish colonizers recognized the area's perfect conditions: high evaporation, low rainfall, and a sheltered lagoon. Even today, workers collect salt using centuries-old methods, gathering the white gold, once essential for preserving food before refrigeration. The pink hue comes from Dunayella salina algae and halobacteria, microscopic organisms that produce beta-carotene as salinity rises. As the sun shifts, the salt flats transform, a living watercolor that changes by the hour. Overlooking it all is Los Morillos Lighthouse, built in 1882 atop limestone cliffs plunging 200 feet to the sea. The stark white beacon stands against the blue Caribbean, while nearby cliffs form natural bridges and dramatic formations that lure photographers worldwide. The flats are part of the Cabo Rojo National Wildlife Refuge, a vital stop for migratory birds. Flamingos sometimes wade through the pink pools, a perfect match to the landscape's colors, while egrets and herons patrol the shallows. For the most stunning experience, visit in late afternoon, when the sunset transforms the pools into luminous mirrors. By harvest's end, giant salt mounds gleam under the fading sun, a timeless testament to human adaptation and nature's artistry. Mar Chiquita. Tucked along the northern coast in the town of Manatí, Mar Chiquita is a natural pool unlike anything else in Puerto Rico. Here, the Atlantic Ocean crashes against a dramatic wall of jagged limestone, carving out a sheltered crescent-shaped lagoon where waters calm to a sparkling turquoise. The narrow channel connecting Mar Chiquita to the open sea creates a magical blend of energy and tranquility. Waves thundering outside, while inside the pool, the water laps gently against the golden sand. On weekends, local families gather under umbrellas, children splash in the shallows, and food vendors sell fresh pinchos and cold coconut water. But visit on a weekday morning, and you might have the whole cove to yourself, with only the salty breeze and the rhythmic crash of distant surf for company. Legends say the pool was once formed by the gods cracking the earth with thunderbolts, and standing there, with towering cliffs at your back and endless ocean ahead, it's easy to believe. Mar Chiquita isn't just a beach, it's a pocket of pure Caribbean magic, carved by nature's wild hand. Mona and Monito Islands. Floating 50 miles west of Puerto Rico's main island, Mona and Monito are twin jewels, known as the Galapagos of the Caribbean. Isolated and protected, they shelter rare species found nowhere else on Earth, from the endangered Mona ground iguana to colonies of nesting seabirds. Mona Island's rugged cliffs, limestone caves, and arid plateaus create a dramatic landscape untouched by modern life. Access is limited, only a few permits are issued each year, and visitors must bring everything they need, as there are no facilities. But for those willing to make the journey, the reward is a world of surreal beauty. Beaches where giant sea turtles nest, forests of wild cactus taller than a man, and caves adorned with ancient Taíno petroglyphs whispering forgotten histories. Monito, smaller and even less accessible, perches like a lone fortress surrounded by swirling currents and teeming marine life. Scientists, adventurers, and conservationists treasure these islands not just for their rarity, but for what they represent, a glimpse into a Puerto Rico that existed before time and tide changed the world. Caja de Muertos Island. Off the southern coast near Ponce lies Caja de Muertos, an uninhabited island shrouded in legends of pirates and buried treasure. Today, it's a protected nature reserve where white sand beaches, hiking trails, and crystal clear waters invite visitors into a different kind of adventure. The island's name, meaning Coffin Island, comes from its silhouette seen from the mainland, resembling a body lying in repose. The centerpiece is the historic Caja de Muerto lighthouse, built in 1887 atop a rugged hill, guiding ships through the Caribbean for over a century. A hike to the lighthouse rewards with panoramic views stretching across sapphire seas, while trails down the slopes lead to Playa Pelicano, a secluded beach often ranked among Puerto Rico's most pristine. Offshore, coral reefs burst with life, making it a favorite spot for snorkeling. Access is by ferry or private boat, and facilities are minimal to preserve the island's wild charm. On Caja de Muertos, the true treasure isn't gold. It's the unspoiled beauty of land, sea, and sky, blending into one timeless escape. Cueva del Indio. Along the rugged coastline of Arecibo, Cueva del Indio stands as a bridge between nature's grandeur and ancient human history. Waves from the Atlantic pound against towering limestone cliffs, where a natural cave shelters petroglyphs carved centuries ago by the Taíno people. Inside, sunlight filters through cracks in the rock, illuminating the sacred symbols left behind spirals, faces, and mysterious markings that whisper of a civilization long vanished. Outside, the cliffs form dramatic arches and blowholes where the sea surges with roaring force, sculpting the landscape anew with every tide. Legend holds that the cave was a meeting place for Taíno leaders and shamans, a sacred portal between earth and spirit. Today, visitors follow rocky paths along the bluffs, marveling at views where sky, sea, and stone collide in a wild, breathtaking dance. In Cueva del Indio, every gust of salty wind and crash of the surf feels heavy with the echoes of an island's oldest stories. Guanica Dry Forest. In the sun-baked hills of Puerto Rico's southern coast, the Guanica Dry Forest defies expectations. Here, in a landscape more desert than jungle, life has found astonishing ways to adapt and thrive. Declared a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, this rare subtropical dry forest is home to over 700 plant species and countless birds, including the brightly colored Puerto Rican woodpecker and the endangered Puerto Rican nightjar. Trails wind through thorny trees, towering cacti, and rocky outcrops, where lizards dart among the shadows and butterflies flash vivid colors against a muted backdrop. Despite its dryness, the forest buzzes with life, especially at dawn and dusk, when the cooler air stirs hidden creatures from their shelters. Along the coast, hidden coves and mangroves offer secret beaches where the turquoise sea laps at silent shores. The Guanica Dry Forest isn't lush or obvious in its beauty. It demands attention, patience, and curiosity, rewarding those who listen closely with a vision of nature's quiet, stubborn brilliance. Las Bocas Canyon. Deep in the heart of Puerto Rico's central mountains, Las Bocas Canyon slices through the earth like a green, forgotten scar. Created by the slow carving force of the Rio Usaban, this dramatic gorge plunges hundreds of feet down, revealing ancient rock layers and lush vegetation clinging to impossibly steep walls. From above, it looks like the land itself cracked open under the weight of time. Hikers and adventurers who venture into its depths discover a world apart, where waterfalls tumble into secret pools, vines hang like curtains, and the songs of unseen birds echo against mossy stone. Las Bocas is not easy to reach. The trails are rough, unmarked, and often swallowed by dense forest. But for those who persist, the reward is an encounter with raw, untouched beauty, far from the crowded beaches and tourist paths. Here, in the shadowy heart of the island, Puerto Rico's wild soul beats strongest. Gilligan's Island. Just off Puerto Rico's southern coast lies a hidden gem that few tourists find: Gilligan's Island, officially called Cayo Aurora. Part of the Guanica Biosphere Reserve, this tiny mangrove-covered islet feels like a secret paradise. No hotels, no cars, just shallow, crystal-clear channels perfect for lazy floating, snorkeling, and basking in the Caribbean sun. A short ferry ride from the mainland whisks visitors into this natural wonder, where the mangrove roots create an underwater maze teeming with fish, crabs, and colorful marine life. The waters are so calm and shallow you can wade or drift with the current for hours, feeling like you're floating through a living aquarium. Locals bring coolers, hammocks, and snorkel gear, spending entire days enjoying the slow, blissful rhythm. With picnic tables and shaded areas, it's an ideal spot for families or anyone seeking a pure, unspoiled slice of Puerto Rico's coastal magic. Cerro Gordo Beach and Bike Trail. On Puerto Rico's north coast near Vega Alta, Cerro Gordo offers more than just a beautiful beach. It's an outdoor playground combining sand, sea, and adventure. The beach itself is classic Caribbean perfection: golden sand, warm turquoise waves, and shady trees, perfect for hammocking or picnicking. But just beyond the beach, the Cerro Gordo bike trail winds through forested coastal cliffs, offering stunning ocean views. Cyclists and hikers follow rugged dirt paths past wildflowers, cactus groves, and panoramic lookouts where the Atlantic stretches endlessly. The trail's moderate terrain makes it accessible for casual riders and serious bikers alike, providing both gentle coastal routes and challenging hill climbs. After a morning of cycling or hiking, there's nothing better than diving into the beach's refreshing waters or grabbing a plate of fresh empanadillas from a local food truck nearby. It's an ideal fusion of nature, fitness, and classic Puerto Rican beach culture. El Yunque's Mount Britain Tower. Deep within the misty heights of El Yunque National Forest, the hike to Mount Britain Tower delivers one of Puerto Rico's most breathtaking payoffs. The trail winds upward through dense jungle, past towering tabunuco trees, dripping ferns, and moss-covered rocks, toward a stone tower perched nearly 3,000 feet above sea level. Built by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the 1930s, the Mount Britain Tower stands like a medieval outpost among the clouds. On clear days, the view from its narrow spiral staircase reveals a 360-degree panorama, stretching from the Caribbean Sea to the Atlantic Ocean, a rare sight of two seas from one mountaintop. More often, though, you find yourself standing above a swirling sea of mist, watching clouds drift through the treetops below. The climb, while short, feels enchanted every turn, revealing new shades of green, flashes of hummingbirds, and the constant, soothing sound of distant waterfalls. At the summit, amid the cool mountain breeze, it's impossible not to feel connected to the raw, wild heart of Puerto Rico. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more exciting travel guides and tips. Stay tuned for more adventures to come. Safe travels!